We're back once again in Sacramento for our annual tour stop of the Mobile Skate Park Series at the California State Fair. Hello everybody, my name is Arlo Eisenberg, and we've shipped in the widest vert ramp that we've had all season long on tour, and it's just in time because this is the last stop before the LG Action Sports Championships. We've got the best rollerbladers from all over the world, the Yasutoko brothers from Japan, Shane Yost from Australia, and the #1 ranked American in the world, Mark Engelhardt. This is their last chance to try their latest and greatest stunts as they tune up, but it's more than just a tune-up stop because the gold medal hangs in the balance here in Sacramento.
So once again, thousands of fans here at the California State Fair will have the opportunity to check out the world's best inline skaters here on this monstrous vert ramp. But besides the Yasutokos, there are some new names making their pro debut on the ramp.
I love my mom and my family.
He may be joking around, but street whiz Brian Shima also loves destroying the competition.
I'm feeling this, like, today's the day.
Well, he's been feeling street for years. Chris Haffey, current world champion, now hits the vert ramp.
Man, new tricks, I mean, they have to have courage, you know, to go out there and push yourself. I mean, if other people are doing it and if you really want to bring the sport to the next level, you have to really go out there and try it out.
The new fresh perspective of those street skaters, they'll be trying some new lip tricks, but of course the air wizards like Shane Yost have been pushing the limits of what can be done. Mark Engelhardt, one of those guys, trying the 1440.
Nowadays it's really hard to do something that no one's done before. Because, I mean, you look at the Yasutokos, you look at Shane Yost, I mean, you just combine the tricks that those three guys have done, and that's just about everything. So I figured, you know, I have to go one extra, go 1440. And it's taken me years. I've been talking about it and haven't done it in Munich. I was having a really good day, and I just felt it. And I went for it, and I almost had it. We'll see how I'm feeling today, but I think I'm just going to try to get a solid run with a double flat and a 1080, and I'll stick with that for today.
I made a double back in 180 and double back flip and double flat thing, but it's getting usual for the judging. So, you know, I think it's time to do the new things for me and Takeshi.
Well, this happens every year late in the season. The tricks that only a year ago seemed virtually impossible have become almost passé to the judges, so it's time to step it up. We'll see who's got what it takes and who's got the big tricks to bring home the gold. Don't go anywhere. Get ready for a flippin' good time. The world's best are all gonna make you get a little crazy here from Sacramento, California. The Mobile Skate Park Series is brought to you by Toyota. See your local Scion dealer starting at $13,245. Scion, what moves you? By Paul Mitchell, Professional Salon Products. Paul Mitchell, the style in lifestyle sports. By Mongoose Bicycles. Check out the Mongoose Simon Tabron and Stephen McCann signature bikes from the #1 name in BMX, Mongoose #1 from day one. And by ASA Events, the leader in action sports event and television production since 1994. We are Action Sports. Welcome back to Sacramento, California and the California State Fair. We're here for the Mobile Skate Park Series. Mark Shays with Arlo Eisenberg, ready to drop in our first inline skater here, Shane Yost from Tasmania. What an unbelievably amazing skater. This guy has more tricks than just about anybody in the world. Sometimes suffers from a lack of amplitude, but really puts together progressive tricks. Check him out here with a flat 900. So many spinning variations. Getting a little squirrely there, but good enough for an 86.25 to get things kicked off. And two guys everybody's a little bit excited about.
Two of the best street skaters in the world, and I mean the best, Brian Shima and Chris Haffey, have been in top secret training on the vert ramp. And today they're going to debut their skills in their first ever pro vert competition.
Vert to street, totally different. Vert's a lot scarier because you're high up in the air, but then again, you could always hit your balls on the street course, so that could be bad as well.
Well, that is true, Mr. Shima. Now, do not underestimate. These guys are not going to win any medals here this week, but the one thing that they can bring is a progressive look at coping tricks. There, spinning to soul grind. You're going to see a lot more. And Chris Haffey, world champion in street. Again, he's not going to walk away with a gold medal here, but look at how nicely he moves across the coping. Other skaters that have been riding vert for a long time and have gotten a little lazy are going to have to realize that talents like these guys, including Carl Hills, can really step it up. They bring their street skills to vert and feed off of each other.
You know, when guys out there are going off or doing crazy stuff, I mean, it's like an energy drink or something. It just boosts you. You know you have to put your game face on and go out there and do what you got to do. It's sick.
Carl Hills with a 69.75, getting a little support there from his wife and new baby. And one of the most exciting skaters, Kevin Marin Lopez, 16 years old from Belgium, out here trying to earn a spot to the LG Action Sports World Championships of Inline Skating. 79.
Can't smile, see I got the teeth, they get in the way.
Trying to joke around because Mark Engelhardt has always been his own worst enemy.
Well, Mark has been struggling with the forward 900 over the past couple of years, but he's also been his own greatest advocate. Mark knows as much as anyone how important adding new tricks is.
Every time I watch people doing tricks that I can't do yet, it just makes me want to go out there and try different things, you know? I think every time if you come up with a new trick, that's what motivates you to always push yourself.
Fabiola, one of the most fearless inline skaters, male or female, trying to double, missing it, but a 62.50. She'll throw that out. She gets another run.
It's crazy. I mean, I just came up with a double back this year. First time when I saw Matt Lindermuth trying that trick, I was like, man, I'm never gonna do that trick, never, you know, it's too crazy. And after like a few years, here I am trying the double, you know. Vert skating is really gnarly these days. I mean, everyone is throwing like 1440s, you know, Mark Engelhardt almost landed that. I'm doing the doubles and the Yasutokus are amazing, you know, double everywhere. And Marco De Santi tried the triple. I think vert skating is on a different level right now. Everyone is really raising the bars, you know? No limits.
Well, if there's one person you can say there really are no limits for, it's this guy, Takeshi Yasutoko. He's been an X Games gold medalist. He's the reigning world champion. Every accolade in the sport has been thrust upon this teenager.
Well, and look at why. No one goes higher than Takeshi. It makes everything so much more dramatic. And oh no, Takeshi going down. So that's about the only thing that can stop Takeshi. And even with the fraction of a run, he still posts a respectable 70.5. Well, that should make things a little easier for Eito here in the first round.
So a lot less pressure here on Eito with Takeshi going down. He only has to right now set the bar above Shane Yost to bump himself into first place. Shane got an 86.25, but you know with two Yasutoko brothers in the competition and Mark Engelhardt, that's not going to do it. But off to a good start, getting a little squirrely there. You don't see that very often from Eito.
No, you don't, but here he goes. Double back 180 over the channel. Really utilizing one of the unique elements on the ramp. And now a lot of setup airs.
And that's the second double in a row. That one more of a double flat spin variation. So he is putting it all together. Now what separates the two brothers from each other is Eito tends not to do the big lip tricks. He tends to pretty much do the huge airs like that, the double backflip. Takeshi does both. And if Takeshi can put them both together, he could end out on top. But right now, yeah, Eito should be stoked. That was a great run.
Takeshi left the door wide open and Eito just shot right through it. Double back 180 over the channel, no problems. And showing his immense vocabulary, double back at the end of his run. What a way to finish.
94, that puts him on top, way out on top. Will it be enough though to beat his younger brother? We'll have to wait and see. Right now on the Paul Mitchell leaderboard, Shane Yost in second, and in third, a distant third, Kevin Marin Lopez.
And what's Takeshi doing down in sixth place? And how about those street skaters infiltrating the vert scene. When we come back, Ayumi Kawasaki is going to take on the fabulous one, and all the riders are going to take their second runs in round 2.
Welcome back to Cal Expo, the California State Fair. And besides all the fun and games, there is an inline vert competition going on amongst the pros and an amateur contest with the top guys getting to qualify to compete against the pros next season.
Now we got a lot of younger guys coming up. There's actually quite a few guys on the AM circuit that are just amazing right now. Just throwing a lot of the stuff that the guys on the Pro Tour are doing. In a couple years, they're going to be up there with us, beating us.
Well, even Mark Engelhardt will tell you that once you make it on the Pro Tour, that's only half the battle. They've all got a long way to go before they catch the likes of the Yasutokos. But competing here at the AM Championships is the first step to a long career on the pro circuit. And these young skaters showed enough potential to make their way onto the pro circuit. David Schexnader with his big airs and Brandon Davis with his technical grinds make their way onto the Pro Tour, where they'll compete against Mark and all the rest of the Pro Tour riders on the ASA circuit.
So a lot of activity here on the vert ramp. We are in the midst of the competition. One run down, one to go. It's only the better of 2 runs that count, so it's still wide open. There's world champion Sandra Diaz from the skateboard vert world on hand to watch Thumper Nagasaka, who is in 4th place heading into this second run. Putting together some very nice tricks. There with a nice signature move. He's got a few new tricks like that one, and an 81 bumps him into 3rd for now. Brian Shima, said it before, you can throw away these scores. This is all about setting the groundwork for bringing some new talent to the vert, guys with some big lip tricks. Kevin Marin Lopez bumped out of the 3rd place position and unfortunately will not do any better than his first run score. Ayumi Kawasaki, the only other woman to really give Fabiola da Silva a run for her money, came all the way over from Japan, put on quite a show here. Her second run, a 73.50, very respectable. And right now, much better than Fabiola da Silva's first run score. So Fabiola with a bit here to prove, hoping she can put it all together.
Well, so far, so good. Big 540 over the channel, right into the flat spin. This is her line, looking good. That forward 900 corkscrew, oh no!
A big surprise there going down. Fabiola, this is not her contest, a 59.75. She'll have to settle with a 62.50. That is not a typical score for her. She usually finds herself well into the 80s. And that's out of 100 points. So Shane Yost, right now looking very good in 2nd place. But remember, both Mark Engelhardt and Takeshi Yasutoko basically have to throw away their first run scores.
Well, this is a great opportunity for Shane, and he's trying to take advantage of a big double flat spin. That's a new trick for Shane. This is what these guys have to do if they want to stay competitive with the Yasutokos, is add those big moves, and Shane is stepping up to the bat. And to throw in the middle of the run like that now, going fakie 1080. Big tricks here for Shane Yost.
You see a lot of these tricks out of Shane. The judges have seen them for years and years. And it's almost to his detriment that he's been doing them so consistently over the years, because they're no longer impressive. They're totally impressive, as you can see, to the crowd, but to the judges, they want to see something new.
Shane is one of the only guys doing this, the fakie 1080, but Mark housed this for new. Double flat spin, a huge move for Shane Yost, and executed near flawless.
But despite what I said, a 90.50, that is a heck of a great score for Shane Yost. He's still in 2nd place, but he's moved up substantially over his other score, hopefully giving him enough of a cushion to keep Mark Engelhardt and Takeshi Yasutoko at bay. Eito right now, though, sits on top. There's Mark Engelhardt the top American and the only one who can take away the top spot from the Yasutoko brothers. We'll see if he can when we come back. The Mobile Skate Park Series is brought to you by Toyota. See your local Scion dealer starting at $13,245. Scion, what moves you? By Paul Mitchell, professional salon products. Paul Mitchell, the style in lifestyle sports. By Mongoose Bicycles. Check out the Mongoose Simon Tabron and Stephen McCann signature bikes from the #1 name in BMX. Mongoose #1 from day one. And by ASA Events, the leader in action sports event and television production since 1994. We are Action Sports.
Welcome back to the Mobile Skate Park Series. We're here at the California State Fair, and run number 2 is underway.
Mark Engelhardt with a 59 in run number 1. We'll see what makes this man tick before he drops.
Engelhardt life story, huh? So what am I supposed to talk about? About how cool I am and how I'm gonna get beat by the Yasutokos again? I probably skated for about a year before I actually tried the vert ramp. And that includes skating around outside and everything, just learning how to ride rollerblades. And we went to the skate park, rode around for a while, I rode mini ramp and whatever, 3 foot, 6 foot, all that stuff. And then I decided I wanted to ride vert. So got the guts up to try it, drop in, and just started skating it every day. I just love strapping my skates on and riding vert. You know, it's the closest thing you can get to flying, even though it is only for 2 seconds at a time. It's a lot of fun. I use skating as work so that I can make money to keep skating. That's just how it works. I mean, I do demos. Demos are not only to make money, they're to practice, you know? That's how I practice to get for contests and everything. And then I come out here, I ride contests, hopefully make some money there, whatever. It's just an amazing experience. I get to travel, I get to see a lot of the world, and I'm just having a really good time. And I'm gonna do it as long as I can.
Well, he looks like a bundle of nerves right now. He looks pretty intense. He knows he's got the opportunity here. He just needs to seize it.
Well, it doesn't look like nerves to me, Mark. It looks like determination. He looks focused. Mark knows what he's capable of, and it's time to break through.
Big 540 over the channel. Pretty impressive amplitude. Mark has gotten very good at going so high, and there's the double flat.
Huge. Right at the peak of one of his highest airs, and right into a 1080 now, going into a fakie 900. What a combination from Mark. This is the kind of run he needs to have.
Now working the coping, you gotta love, he's putting the whole line together. He said he wasn't gonna do the 1440 in this run, but if he puts the rest of this run together and ends it on a high note, like with his snake bite, his traditional trick, the one that he's the only one who does. There it is. Oh, almost nailing it, but what a good run.
Mark, that was a great run. This is the kind of run we've always known Engelhardt was capable of.
Nice double flat spin.
Even Ato likes it, but he knows that his first place seating right now could be in jeopardy. Look at the height on this double flat spin. So impressive, so dynamic. And what was most impressive about this run, not just all the tricks, but the fact that he made it a full 50 seconds.
94.
I really got to work on that trick.
Well, even despite not landing that, a 94 is a solid score, puts him in a tie with Ato right now, except that he got a 59 in his first run. So all Ato's got to do to top that is get a 60 or better. But now Takeshi Yasutoko takes a drop, and he, of course, can boost even a higher score.
Mark, did you say boost? Look at these airs from Takeshi. No one's going higher. Those are like 12 to 14 feet.
Yeah, he's off to a huge start, and there is his very, very signature Viking flip up and over the channel.
And he's still flying right into a double flat spin. You've almost got to have that trick now to be competitive.
Great use of the line all the way from corner to corner, and Takeshi's done everything right in the air. There, the big 900, but now working the coping, and here's where he can separate himself from Ato and the rest of the field.
The way that he's been beating Ato is with difficult grinds, capping off brilliant runs with chances on the coping, and that's it. That could be the key to this contest for Takeshi.
Yeah, this could be the highest score of the day because he really put everything together, both on the coping and in the air. What a run.
It really was. He had all the tricks in there. He threw his big double flat spin, the huge signature Viking flip over the channel. But that last trick, that triple combo on the coping, really could have been the story. Look at the height on this double flat spin. Just impressive.
So a 97 out of a possible 100. Takeshi Yasutoko puts it all together. And how many times have we been in this position? Eito Yasutoko having to step it up. His little brother put all the weight of the world on him. He needs a 97.25 to win this competition. Wow, huge 1080 California roll, spinning around, getting on his heels though, and oh, look at that. This run he is going to have to chuck. Eito Yasutoko is not going to beat his little brother, but he will edge out Mark Engelhardt for second place. So the Yasutokos take the top 2 spots yet again in a pro competition and take the top of the Paul Mitchell leaderboard. A very respectable day also for the other Japanese skater, Ayumi Kawasaki.
I'm here with the gold medalist, Takeshi Yasutoko. Takeshi, your brother had a great first run. Mark Engelhardt had a great second run. And you guys are all capable of great tricks, big double flat spins. But do you feel like you need the difficult grinds to give you that extra edge?
Yeah, I always thinking about more difficult grind trick in the run. Yeah, this time I did it. I'm so happy.
Well, and it worked out well for you. You got that gold medal. Takeshi Yasutoko, our champion.
The Yasutokos earning even more medal for their trophy case. Ryan Shima and Chris Haffey made their debut on Vert. We'll now see what they do best, street. It's coming up next, right here on OLN. Special thanks to the California State Fair. If you like the music you heard here in the Mobile Skate Park Series shows, be sure to go to mssevent.com. Check out all the bands that play live or are featured in the shows. For Arlo Eisenberg, I'm Mark Shays. Thanks for watching.